Good morning. This is Psychic Cafe. I'm Louise. Hey, and it rhymes. I've been a psychic healer for over 25 years now, professionally. The only thing that I've been doing in my bee healing business, and I like to use my gift to help you do the inner work and heal yourself and empower yourself, and in particular tapping into very interesting energies that we've got going on Earth at the moment. And so let's get some cards out for the collective. If you're on here live with me, then you can connect with me here in the chat. Say hello. You'll need to be a subscriber for at least a minute in order to do that. I might pull some cards out for you. Hi Bonnie, how are you? They started work on the building that's right, a meter away from me there, tearing the kitchen apart. I guess they're going to make it like my kitchen, but it's noisy today. It was pouring with rain. We had power cuts, so I decided to go out for a run in the rain because it's one of my favourite things, running in the rain. Hey Odette. Yeah, running in the rain is one of my favourite things. And not like when it's really pounding down rain like it was this morning, but it lightened up and I thought, I'm going to go running while the power's out. And so I did, and I enjoyed it. I went on a little bit of an investigation, a bit of an adventure, and I ran up that road there. It's a road that I've cycled on before. 4 very big friendly dogs were barking at me and jumping up at me and stuff. So I had to say hello to them, and they all smelt like laundry. I think they'd been washed in the water that had come out of the laundry. Like, they smelled of laundry detergent. And then I went round to the coconut fields, and I ran through the coconut fields. That does sound as nice as it is. It is. It was really nice. And then I ran the 1K circuit around up there and then came back. I did 4Ks in total. Not fast at all. Oh, I stopped by the beach as well, just to go to the bathroom. Not on the beach. A resort near the beach where I know the bathroom is. You're doing better, Bonnie. Good. Let's see what cards we've got. Oh no, what's this? This is a card that always comes out for me lately. 5 of Swords. Internal battles is what we're talking about. What's all of this about? Hello, Gokul. How are you? And where are you watching from? Where are you watching from? Where are you? I'm in Monsoon Land, and there's so much building work going on here. New subscriber, thank you. Woo! Well, we're on our way to 10,000 subscribers, and when we hit 10,000 subscribers, there's a giveaway from India. Here's the giveaway details. If you're interested in that, all you need to do is just keep on commenting on my videos with a 4-leaf clover in there. The more you comment, the more comments with a 4-leaf clover in there, then the more entries that you get. You've got to be a subscriber, of course. And when we hit 10,000, I'll be picking one of those comments as the winning comment. Yay! I like doing giveaways. It's fun. Okay. So out of internal conflict, 5 of Swords, this is for the collective, comes Ace of Swords, an aha. An aha about yourself that leads you forward. Now, isn't that always the way? We get our biggest growth through the challenges that we have, right? We learn more through the challenges that we have. So internal conflict that you've got going on at the moment is actually going to give you an aha, not just to turn that conflict around, but that leads you forward on a new path. Cool, huh? Tell us about this new path, please. I feel like we're on the upward turn now with all the earth energies. You're having fun, Bonnie. Odette is as well. Odette, I've seen all your comments this morning. Were you waiting for the live show and just like going through all my videos, putting your 4-leaf clover comments? I noticed. I'll reply to them all soon after this. What did you think of my new style short? Did you see that? My reel? With the beach scene at the front and the back, and with my on the table here with my shells around it. Okay, another card came out. It's King of Wands. It's a go-getter. It's getting into action. It's claiming what it is that you want. It feels like a path is opening up, but there's an aha about ourselves that we need to find out first, and that opens. You like that beach reel? Cool. Yeah, it's a little bit more me. You know, the flickering neon light is not really my energy, is it? It's not really me. So when I recorded, I recorded the general, the love and relationship reading for the week ahead, and the career and finance reading for the week ahead yesterday. And when I'd finished, I just rearranged the shells, moved them in a little bit to record a few of those reels, and thought, this doesn't go with that intro and outro that I have before. See, told you, changes in the wind. I can feel it. So a change is in the wind. 5 of Swords. The internal conflict is not a wrongness of you. The internal conflict is a piece of the puzzle. So remember what I was saying yesterday, like the guides are saying, we've each got something to create now. And it's whatever we see in the world that's required. You think of the ocean beach island when you think of me. Yeah. Yeah, it is more me, for sure. And so generally, the things that we want to create are because we see a gap, not in the market, and that's very capitalistic thinking, isn't it? But a gap in what people need, what would be good for people. Like that retreat, that's my idea, right? And so out of this internal conflict, you see a need that's required in the world, and it gives you an idea. Aha! Ace of Swords. Mine is kind of mixed. It's about having a place to go to where you can get fully in the feminine energy, whether you're a man or a woman. You can get fully in that feminine energy, go with the flow and have fun, doing all kinds of different activities together and connecting with each other and all of that kind of thing, as a break from the patriarchal kind of masculine world. It's a lot of things. It's healing too, you know. Ace of Swords, so an idea is going to come out of that, and then the King of Wands is when you take that idea and you go for it. Remember, we don't need to do it all ourselves. We can attract the support and those that want to help us with that idea too, because we're on the upward swing now. Changes in the wind. We're all being called now into community with each other, the wise people, communing with each other, perhaps creating things together, and also to get on with these ideas, to run with these ideas. And well, you'll see in the general reading when it comes out on Sunday that it's not about taking action yet. This is not the week, this next week, to take action. It's the week to be talking about it amongst your like-spirited, like-minded friends. Hey Ray, how are you this morning? We've also got growing beyond guilt as well, for the things that you haven't done, the ideas that you didn't move ahead on. It couldn't have happened any other way. It's fine. It's all fine. Well, where we're meant to be right now. We're not supposed to be any more or less of what we are right now. We're in the exact right place at the exact right time. We've got ready. And so if you've been judging yourself on perceived success based on a capitalistic patriarchal model, stop doing that. If you are thinking that you're like a little bit too old to start something now, I don't think that either. I heard yesterday one of these channelers, I don't necessarily take everything that channelers say as truth, because a lot of the time I think some people are just trying to churn out content, right, that'll get clicks, and it's very rare that the more sensational things come true, but the more sensational things get more clicks until you get paid more. And so I get it, but so I take it all with a pinch of salt when I hear it. But one of them I heard, I can't remember who it was saying that longevity, we're going to be living longer, something about telomeres. I don't know whether that's true. Telomeres getting longer. I think mine are longer anyway. Let's get some of these out for the collective. So I thought instead of doing like one question readings, because they are a paid offering on my website, behealing.com, rather than doing that in here, I might do those for the super likes, or whatever you call that thing there. Super sticker, super likes. If you want one live here. But I will pick a deck and then pick a card out for each of us from that deck, you know, to get messages through, rather than continually give away what my paid services are, because I'm doing myself out. I'm doing myself a disservice when I do that. Oh, I like this. Look at this. The self in the kiss. Kissing ourselves, loving ourselves, being so really good to ourselves, giving ourselves a kiss, being compassionate with ourselves. Yeah, definitely not a time to judge ourselves, growing beyond guilt. You see, what the guides have said to me is that we've done really well. We incarnated early in order to heal ourselves, to know ourselves, to do a lot of that inner work so that we're prepared for this time now. And now we're prepared. We've done great. And now we are judging ourselves based on other things, whether we've got a partner or whether we've been capitalistic successful or not. And we really shouldn't. The guides are like, well, you weren't here to do that. You're here to do this next thing, for sure. Yeah, self-love and self-care as well. Kissing ourselves. I mean, it just takes it to the next level, doesn't it? It's being really kind to ourselves. Like, what if we're exactly where we need to be with all of these skills and everything that we need right now? What if? Let's get one of these out. I use these for the big readings, but I very rarely get them out for other things. Perception. How we're perceiving ourselves. Balanced perception. When we are into the inner work, when we're into healing, it can become a little bit of a trap. We can start looking for the problems in ourselves. You know, it changes from things coming up for us as taking responsibility for it, dealing with it, and then moving forward. And that's a good thing. But when it moves into this manifestation isn't happening, what's wrong with me? Then we start looking for problems in ourselves where problems aren't, and that's where it can start turning against us. And so the perception of ourselves is very important. I talked a little bit about it yesterday. Was it in here or was it in the group? I can't remember. About the intelligence of water. And you know, you're told to bless your water or your matcha. Well, we can also bless ourselves too, and all the water, the structured waters that's within ourselves. And how do we do that? Well, we can do it by like saying that, or our words and the vibration. Sound is very powerful. We need to be saying things out loud. But our inner talk as well is a way of blessing ourselves. We can either punish ourselves or bless ourselves, right? And so sorting out that inner talk, turning it all around, praising ourselves, we're doing amazingly. If we just changed our perception about what is success and what isn't, then we are the best. We are the champions of the world. Right? For doing the inner work. Divine masculine, divine feminine, with the winners. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Hello. So what I see about Robert and yourself. So, what I'm going to do now in this show, rather than just continually give away what I charge for on my website, the one question readings, if you want a particular question answered like that, it's by the super sticker, super chat here on YouTube, or you can book in on my website. And for everyone that's here, I will pull a card out for you, but it's not going to be answering your questions because that is a paid service that I offer. So just pulling away from doing it. Because yesterday I was reading a book and I got this message over and over again to value myself more and value my time more and all of that kind of thing. I love doing this and I love connecting with you all, of course. And so let's pull a card out for you all. Today's deck, I am going to use this deck. I'm going to use this deck for a card for us all. So we're changing our perceptions about ourselves, and we're not doing that whole I'm too this, I'm too that, I'm not there yet, I'm not doing well enough, I should be this and I should be that. We're not doing that to ourselves anymore, are we? Okay, and for a personal message from your higher self, you can visit my website as well. Get on my mailing list. That will be a message from your higher self. The first one's on me if you put your name and your email address in. For my one question readings, I don't have a link for that. Let me find a link. Here's a link for my one question readings on my website. I did one this morning. I typed it out into email and I was just finished it, and then the power went out and I lost it all, and I left the cards on the table. I'm like, this was really good. I hope I word it and phrase it exactly. Like, I hope I remember. And then I went out for my run. I did remember how I'd worded it. It was a beautiful reading. Okay, he wants a card. He wants one of these cards. This is going to be a message from your higher self. Who's up first? I'm up first. One for me, please. And then put your requests in there. As I said, I won't be answering one question readings unless you do the super chat, super sticker thing. I'll do it then. For me, I've got the desert. This is about things, not really happening at the moment, which is fine. It's fine. I'm just trusting now. I'm trusting way more. I'm flexing that muscle, that trust muscle, a bit more, and because it always does work out in my favor. It does. It does. Oh, Dad, let's get one out for you. So even if it's in a desert, that's how life goes. It's like this. And when I'm in those lows, there's nothing wrong with me. It's like if we started punishing ourselves for winter. That's what people used to do, right? Used to have these, like burning the tree on top of the hill, which is where the Christmas tree comes from. Just try and get the sun to come back. Sacrifices, all kinds of things to try and affect the seasons. My hair's irritating me because the fan is on. Let's just move it just a little bit. There you go. So it's not blowing my hair. Okay, Odette's first. Odette, you've got the vow. Interesting. Now, what have you vowed? Vows are something that we make when we go through usually a particularly stressful event or an event that's hurt us. And then we say something like this in our minds. And it's very powerful the way that we do it, because it comes from a lot of emotion. We say, I will never do that. That's a vow. So a heightened emotional state, and it could have been, when you were a kid, it could have been when your parents did something. In fact, a lot of us have vows from when we were kids. Our parents did something and we say, I will never do something like that. And sometimes it's things that are actually good for us. So I did a session with someone the other week, and they had a vow when they were a boy because one of their parents had made what seemed to them like a selfish decision which affected the whole of the family negatively. And they'd vowed to themselves that they would never make a decision for themselves like that would affect others. Now you imagine how damaging that is. I will never make a decision for myself that will affect others. That's literally life. That's literally life. We can't go through life being inert and never affecting anything. Of course we affect things, right? Your divorce will be final in 12 hours. Awesome. A debt. Well, yes, there's that vow too, right? But think of the other vows that you might have made as well, because it's always in times of extreme emotion, because that's how we manifest. That's how we manifest. That's like pure manifestation when we do that. Heightened emotion that's authentic, and then we say something to ourselves, and it's definitive declaration. That is how we manifest. If we could just do that for the things that we want, instead of vowing things that maybe we weren't seeing every side of it, Of course, my customer's little inner child self, He didn't know. He didn't know when you're an adult that you have to make decisions, good decisions for yourself. So there he was going through life trying to be inert, trying not to, it turned out to be like a kind of people-pleasing thing in him. Not rocking anyone else's boat, but he was rocking his own, because he wouldn't make good decisions for himself. Well, that's not true, but there's particular decisions that he was reluctant to make in his life. Let's put it that way. Bonnie, let's see what yours is. These cards are cool, huh? It'd be cool if they wouldn't go on the floor. Bonnie, talking about the beach, you got the ocean. The ocean is feelings, emotions, depth of emotions. It's also the ocean too. Do you live by the ocean, Bonnie? Do you go to the beach a lot? It was a bit dreary this morning when I went to the beach. There wasn't much beach left. The tide was quite high. But yeah, the ocean. Depth of feeling. Looks like a blue kiwi at the top. But I think it's a shell. Two hours away. 2 minutes away. Oh, that's too far away for me. 2 hours, no way. Perhaps it's time to go to the ocean, Bonnie. Take a trip. Still nice weather, isn't it, where you are? Don't you have nice weather? I think it's similar to where I lived in Byron Bay, where it gets a little bit cold in the winter, but it's not cold compared to everywhere else. Where you might have to put a hoodie on, and everyone's all rugged up. They're saying it's very cold, and the tourists are all in the bikinis going, this is not cold, this is hot. Is that what it's like where you are, Bonnie? Carl. Yes, you can get a card, for sure. Raining today. Here too. But as I said, I quite like the rain. I like running in the rain. You got 2 cards. 3 cards. Whoa, what's this? Carly. You're starting out with a sword. Cutting out the things that detract from your life. Cutting out the darkness. But yeah, it's best said, the things that aren't adding to your life, cutting those out, because you're on the threshold of the hunter. It's like a new vision, a new path forward, a new direction. And so whatever is detracting from your life at the moment, or to put it another way, whatever is not adding to your life, I've got to do moisture management in here. I'm getting hot. It's not hot, it's humid. It's the humidity that's the problem. I wonder if I can make it less humid. I'll leave it on auto. I can't see, it's too dark. Too dark. Oh, that's why. It was on night. Now it's light. I don't know what to do. Oh, it's got a clean button. It is challenging, especially after a shower. It's hard to get dry. I have to put the aircon on whether I want it or not after I've had a shower. Otherwise, I can't dry myself. My trainers are soaking wet because I was running through puddles. That's going to be a challenge getting those dry. But yeah, I was drying off and now I'm wet again. Okay. That's your message. You're on the threshold of a new direction. Love it when the threshold card comes out. So I hope that helps you there. Cutting out the things from your life that don't add to your life. At some point. Cutting cords, minimizing things every day. Yeah. Yeah, I feel that threshold too. I feel it for everybody. I feel like there's a change happening now. And it's going to be go time soon, is what it feels like. And now feels like the time of preparing ourselves. The messages that I've been getting is to open my heart back up. is to focus on that. I spent a lot of years healing myself and realizing I was way too open-hearted before I'd really learned how to take care of myself and put myself first. And then I kind of gone in the other direction, being very careful about who I let and what I let into my life. And I'm not closed down. I've got lots of friends. I'm out there. I'm doing stuff. I'm quite gregarious. I'm quite, easy to make friends and stuff like that. So I'm not closed down, but there is a state that I used to be in, a very open-hearted state, which would make magic happen. So much magic would happen. I want to get back to that because I can trust myself to be in that state. And to get in that state requires me to meditate more. I say because I've been a little bit resistant to it. Meditation lately, I've been a bit resistant. And I don't know why. I want to meditate. I've been journaling. How about you? Is everyone else resistant to meditation? I'm making those guided meditations that I'm putting out every Tuesday. In fact, I need to make another one for next Tuesday. If I continue doing that, maybe I won't do it. I'm putting out a lot of content here on my YouTube channel with these daily lives. Perhaps I don't need to do it because I'm not feeling like there's one coming through for me at the moment, so I just won't do it. There you go. That's one nice job to do. Interesting, isn't it, how we get into these habits and these patterns, and then we think that we have to do it. It becomes a chore and we don't listen to ourselves. Well, I just listen to myself then. I'm like, oh, I don't need to do it. There's builders. Your meditation is when you're walking in nature or cleaning. I clean every morning when I get up, when I wake up. I've gotten into this habit of, because you know how when you've got a tiled floor like this, the bed can get a bit gritty, especially when you live near the beach. And so in the morning when I make my bed, I kind of sweep my hands off to sweep any bits out of the bed, and then I brush up all the floor. There's gecko poo and stuff like that as well. And sweep it out into the kitchen and sweep the kitchen out of the door. And then I mop. Got one of those spinny mops, and it only takes me a couple of minutes to do it all. But it feels really nice to always have it clean like that. I like living like that. I like that self-discipline kind of way of living. Is it a meditation? Probably. I like exercising too. Exercise is a kind of meditation for me, but not when I'm kickboxing. It's not a meditation though. It's fun with my friends. What's this? It's one of those coaches again. Okay, I think we're done here. If anyone would like to join us in our Facebook group, you're very welcome to, because that's where I'm going next, to do another live show in there. It's a little bit more private in there, and we can chat amongst ourselves in the posts and stuff like that. And I've been sharing my reels and the posts that I've been putting out on my Be Healing page as well, which seems to be doing a little bit better because of it too. Never get Facebook. It demonetized me. Now it's monetized me again, and now it seems to be more encouraging of me and my stuff. Exercising is meditating too, yeah. Okay. If you're already in the Facebook group, I'll see you in there very shortly. Everyone else, thank you so much for coming, and don't forget about the 4-leaf clovers. Put your 4-leaf clovers all over my YouTube channel in the comments, and that'll get you an entry in to win one of those readings with me, a Zoom call. Thanks everyone for coming. Let's do it again tomorrow, and I'll see you then. Bye. Don't forget to click like on this too before you go or as you go.